nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Off the RPO, complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Hey, that's a live ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 7, Florida 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Good timing on the quick out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Wants to throw on third. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Gators are on the move. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Quick strike complete. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Now improvising. Unleashes to the end zone. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking for a man, it's Ward. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. They knock him down, and what a disastrous play for this offense. A loss of 10. They'll immediately call timeout.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll just try to forget about that disastrous running play on 1st down, 2nd and long coming up. He's looking to throw. He fires one deep over the middle. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
To the air. It's Lagway. He'll take a shot. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Gators racing to the line in a hurry-up. On 4th down, looking to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
With the score, Miami 7, Florida 0.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's no good, and they miss an opportunity to tie. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. That Miami offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Fast motion from the offense. They go to the ground. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. unloads it left. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the third. Looking to pass, it's Ward. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and
He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Finds his man down the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 7, Florida 6.
First down to start the drive after the break. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. A little release to the back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
On to attempt the try. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
We have reached a 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. He's going to pass. On the run, still looking. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Escapes the sack. Moving out of the pocket. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Awesome execution. Nice job going down the field, scoring the touchdown, but only half of the work was done. Under 2 minutes, got to go for the 2-point conversion here. Pick your play. Let's get ready to win.
They'll try to get the 2, knot this thing up, and maybe push us into overtime. From the gun, looking for a man. Spits it out to the back. Fires into traffic, picked off.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Miami 14, Florida 12.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's Ward. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab down the left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Number
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top, covering 79 yards. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Down for the offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Ward. Takes the easy one to the back. Pick up of 5, it'll be 3rd down and 5.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Running back goes in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The Canes headed quickly to the line.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
They keep attacking through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. No huddle here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback will audible. Scanning the field, it's Ward. Using the quick game. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Hurricanes have their offense in high gear.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
And the pass hits, picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is that you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Off-play action on first down. He's going to take a shot right away. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that they tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Now the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line. Back to throw, it's Milroe. They're setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. Running toward the tape. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers, and then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Direct snap. Got the first down. Looking for more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. And if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Milroe. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll pull it down and run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Touch pass on the run. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going up top on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. And he intercepts it. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half.
That's the end of the 1st half. With the score, Alabama 3, Miami 0.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. Here comes that Alabama offense. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. And And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Ward. Fires to the right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the 1st down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. He's finally guided out of bounds, and even with that kind of pickup, they are still short of the 1st down.
The score, Alabama 10, Miami 0.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it in the middle, it's Arroyo. Makes the catch and he's brought down. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play. They found that on that last one.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Ward. Makes the grab on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Allen. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Catch in the middle, it's Restrepo. Touchdown, Miami! What a grab and go for the score.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Now he can return this. Past the 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Inside the 10. To the defense, it was opportunistic. To the offense, it was catastrophic. A blown opportunity to score and take the lead.
And, man, it's been a physical ball game, and I think you're starting to see the wear and tear on some of these ball carriers for this offense. They just don't seem like they've got the same ball security and the same desire to hold on and squeeze the football. I think at this point of the game, the defense better conditioned, and they just want it more.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They'll throw it on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
They'll start this drive from the 42. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. The give is to Miller. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Looking left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the defense came into this game with a great game plan, and today they have been challenged, and they have answered that challenge. That was phenomenal coverage, reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the ball. You cannot do it any better than that.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Catch in the middle, it's Arroyo. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Canes. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Alabama.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Going to try to get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Bernard. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That